There we are. What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Good evening. Good Wednesday evening. It's Wednesday, February the 16th, 2022, and welcome to another amazing episode and edition of Dialogues with Doc. I'm your host, Dr. Calvin Green, and I'm so excited to be with you guys once again this Wednesday. It has been a crazy day, a crazy week, but we are here. We have all made it. And I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys again on tonight with another amazing episode and another amazing guest. Listen, I hope you guys had an amazing Valentine's Day. If you did not, I pray that today was better for you and that yesterday was better for you as well. So if you celebrated Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, Single Awareness Day, whatever you celebrated on February the 14th, I hope that it was filled with love, hope that it was filled with joy, and I hope that it was filled with a lot of warm and fuzzy energy that we all could use and need to make it through some rough days. To all the new couples that are engaged, man, there was so much love on my timeline for Valentine's Day and new engagements, and people were proposing and things like that. Congratulations to each and every one of you. If you didn't have a Valentine, don't worry about it. You got 363 days to make preparation for next year. So if you didn't have Valentine this year, I'm praying that you have one next year, that you just find genuine love within yourself and self-love, and take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out for a drink of wine. Take yourself out to the movies. Date yourself. You know, so many people get caught up in having a partner or having someone to do those type of things with. But when you practice self-care with yourself and love on yourself, it makes life so much sweeter. And I've been there, experienced that, been there, got the t-shirt, the hat, and the fanny pack to go with it. So yeah, do that. If you are watching tonight, I want to know where you are watching from. So if you are watching tonight, let your boy know where you are watching from as we can get ready to get this show started. I am so excited to be with you guys again. Man, this is the 16th day of February. So we are pushing through this thing. February is flying by. Black History Month, the Super Bowl Sunday. Let me tell you how I felt about the halftime show. Listen, if you didn't enjoy the halftime, something is wrong with you. That one was one for my age group, you know, people that grew up in the 90s. So Dre, Eminem, Mary, Snoop Dogg. I don't know how they snuck 50 in there because he wasn't on the bill, but 50 was there. I would have heard they would have bought out Janet, but hey, you put 50 in there. It was all good. The show was amazing. Everybody looked great. Still out here thriving and grinding, and just to see everybody on the halftime show doing it for the culture was amazing. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I don't know what to tell you, but your boy did. This is my show, and I enjoyed the show thoroughly on Sunday evening for the halftime show. Also, tonight's show is sponsored by the Dialogues with Doc podcast. Listen, Linda. I do this show live every week, or I try to do it live every week. And people say consistently, hey, Calvin, I really want to support your show. I really see you out here doing great things and grinding. However, I do not have the time to physically watch the show. So this year I tried to do my due diligence and be more intentional. So this year I launched the Dialogues with Doc podcast, which is an audio version of this show. So I've been uploading shows every week, previous shows, and as the shows continue to come through each and every week, I'll upload more and more. But the Dialogues with Doc podcast, the audio version of the podcast, is on Anchor, it's on Spotify, and it's on Apple Music. So you can subscribe to the Dialogues with Doc podcast on any of those platforms. I would love to hear from you. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Love to hear something that one of my guests may have said, may have inspired you. He gives you just a little bit more information on things that you may be going through in life, or just insight on a situation that you may be currently going through. So yeah, the podcast is live every Wednesday, and I also have the audio version on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So all that's done out the way. Listen, this is an amazing week for me because I am one day closer to my birthday. So my birthday is coming up. I am a February baby. It's cold right now in DC. I don't know how my mama ended up having me in the month of February, but if it was cold like this, I don't know how we made it. I'm a winter baby, but I'm freezing up here each and every morning with this crazy weather. Mother Nature, do me a favor. Please get you a man. These mood swings with the weather are really driving me crazy. So yeah, it's crazy up here right now. in the mornings. But yeah, I'm a February baby. My birthday is actually next Saturday, so 2/26 is my birthday. I am a Pisces. I like long walks in the park. Let me stop. I'm just playing. Yeah, birthday's next week. Your boy's turning a year older, so I am going to do something next Wednesday I haven't done before. I'm going to kind of do like a Dialogues with Doc birthday show. So yeah, if you're watching or if you are a former guest and want to jump on the live show next week, let me know. I'm still working out the kinks, but I kind of want to do a birthday celebration on next Wednesday at 8 p.m. So yeah, stay tuned for that so you can be a part of it as well. So back to the show tonight. Tonight's show, I have reached out and asked a guest on tonight to do a one-on-one conversation with them. As you guys know, I have had some amazing guests over the last year and a half. Dang, a year and a half, August 2020. Yeah, a year and a half. It's been 18 months since I started this thing. I've had different guests on a host of different topics. It's been parenting in a pandemic, pastoring in a pandemic. We've done shows on. I've had life coaches on. I've had a sex therapist on. Happy birthday, Goody Howard, one of my former guests that was on the show, doing some amazing things out there. But I had a host and a range of different topics. One thing I'm excited about doing this year, I want to bring in more people to speak from their heart and speak on a host of different topics. And I don't want the show to become dry and bland in a way that we just talk about one different thing. So when I do the one-on-one conversations, I bring guests on, or I invite guests on to talk about a host of different things. So I won't just be talking about one particular area specifically, but I kind of do a deep dive and just kind of glean from them, kind of do my research as well to find out what they're involved in, what are they doing, what type of things they had actually out there that they're working on and things like that. So when I do my one-on-one conversations, I do want to talk about specifically what they're good at or what their area of expertise is, but I also want to dive into some other things that they may be experiencing and some other things that they may be able to provide more insight on as well. So tonight I'm going to do a one-on-one conversation with Sir Ty. Sir Ty will be joining me shortly. So I'm very excited about bringing this brother on the show to jump in this thing and have some amazing dialogue and conversation with me. Again, if you are watching, let me know where you are watching from. You guys know the house rules. The house rules have not changed. The day of the week has changed. The day of the month has changed, but the house rules have not changed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Those are the house rules. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If my guest has said something that wants more insight, or you want to ask some questions as well, we like engaging over here. Put those questions and comments in the chat. I'll be definitely would love to ask my guests those questions online. And if they have an area of expertise or want to shed some light on that, they are more than welcome to do that as well. So remember the house rules: like, comment, share, subscribe. Someone may be watching the show right now. Someone may not be watching the show, but when you share it and they watch it at a later date, and I'm going to speak this thing in London, in Paris, in Zimbabwe, in Ghana, because y'all travel, y'all getting y'all taxes and y'all going everywhere. So you might end up catching my show in another country one day. So when you share it, someone may catch the information as well and may be able to glean something from that, something that my guest may have shared. So do me a favor: like, comment, share, subscribe. My guest is here. My guest is in the building. You guys know this is Dialogues with Doc. Of course, I can only bring my guests on one way. So let me set this thing up to bring my guests on, and I'll be right back after these messages. Hello. Sir Ty is in the building.
What's going on, people? How we doing?
I'm good, brother, man. How are you?
I am well, man. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. I am honored. I am here. I'm present. So
again, no, man. Thank you for saying yes. Let's go there. Thank you for saying yes, and thank you for inviting me on to share the virtual space with you last week. So of course I can't come there and you not come here. So we're just gonna have part 2 tonight. And now I'm back in the driver's seat, which is, let me say this: last week, phenomenal. Thank you for inviting me on. It's very rare that I get to be interviewed because I'm always the one in this seat. So no, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, we're gonna just keep this thing going tonight, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna dive into some things. If you're watching the show, let me know where you're watching from, because this awesome brother is here and he's here to share, and he's gonna give me some insight on some different things that I've come up with that I want to ask him. And just know one thing I love about this show is that the guests that I bring on, I may not have all the answers. I may not know a lot, but I am connected to some amazing people that do. So if you're watching the show and have some questions, want to ask some, want to chime in and give comments, I like to share those as well. Chime in the comments. You have questions, post those there as well. And we're just going to have a good time tonight. Cool?
That's it. That's it.
So my brother, I want to go here, and I kind of just want to do a wellness check, okay? So I want to try to start off with a wellness check just to ask you, how did the pandemic affect you personally? Everyone had their own way in which it affected them, but how did it affect Sir Ty when we embarked upon this thing March of 2020?
Oh Jesus. Well, it embarked me because it pissed me off, because I was supposed to be in Thailand.
Oh wow!
In June and July when everything hit. So had everything booked, had passports, had flights and everything. So for me, it was like an awakening. Like, okay, this thing is serious. One, so it allowed me to open my eyes and kind of take a step back to like, okay, what really matters, and really like to dive in. A lot of people look for the outside, or what are they doing, or how can I tap into this? But it just gave me a moment to take a mirror in and say, let's self-check. Let's use this time wisely. Have some time off from work, because you were sick. But it definitely placed things in proper perspective. So for me, it was eye-opening, one. Two, it got me closer to God, for my relationship and, the conversation that he and I have. So it just made my walk closer to him, because like the unexpected, it was every day something you don't know. Yeah. This person is dying, this person is sick. So it's like, okay, Lord, if it's my time, I want to be near you.
And brother, I love how you said what really matters. And it's crazy because for me, it also, when you said we didn't know what was going to happen. I remember myself, they said, well, we're going to close the school for like 2 weeks, get your little box and take some things home with you. Right. We'll see you in 2 to 3 weeks. And we were out, and we were out of that building longer than 2 weeks. So I actually had to go back to the chair I'm sitting in right now. It's actually my office chair that I haven't taken back. But yeah, we had to take
in mine.
we had to take we took home small things, not realizing that 24 months later we would still be in this thing pushing through. Like, man, this is great. So I like how you said what really matters, and then the time piece, because for me, I'm so thankful. I didn't realize it, but we always say we don't have enough time. This pandemic gave us time to do whatever we needed to do, refocus, recalibrate, focus on the major things that we may have put minor, that we had to realize and reevaluate that these things actually do matter and have precedence and preference over the other things that we thought were more important. So that time piece is so huge for me, brother. I want to go here. I want to go from I want to go back to young Ty, and I just want to go. Tell us about you and how did you get to this specific point in your life right now? So, how did you give me the like
the radio edit?
listen. This dialogue with Doc. Listen, you not editing may help somebody. So if you go off the radio, I don't have a little button, so they're gonna hear every word. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, let me stop. Young Ty. Let me I was born and raised in New Orleans.
Okay. Did not know that.
I had a wonderful upbringing. My mom, she was a single parent. I have a younger sister, so watched her. She was kind of like my shero. She held it down. We grew up in a home. She sacrificed. She provided. So for me, I joined the military at 17, the U.S. Army. And Germany was my first duty station. And then thereafter, never knew what a war was. And I'm headed to Iraq. And I did Iraq twice, 2 tours. So, was married to a female, had 2 kids, happy divorce. And I'm a present active father. So though it didn't work out with the other parent, I'm still actively involved in my children's lives. You know, anyone who knows me knows that they are my legacy, they are my push, they are my reason why, and they are why I do what I do, so that they can be provided for even after I'm gone.
Mhm.
So and that, man, is I like to have fun. A lot of people will see oh my God, he unapproachable, but I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, but at the end of the day, don't cross me. So it's
Yeah.
like I love you, but don't get nothing on you. So but at the end of the day, man, it's to get to this point, it took a long time. And what I mean by that is like to be comfortable in my skin, because I just was like, I don't know, you know, I love God, but I'm this. So to be sitting here in this spot in this moment, I'm very grateful, because a lot of people don't make it to the other side, you know,
Right.
suicide, you know, we talked about on our show, or, you know, the fear, the doubts, what people are going to say. So for
Right.
me, I'm just like, you know what, full throttle. And if you rock with me, you do. If you don't, it's your loss.
It's so lost.
Yeah.
Brother, so you done dropped a lot on me just now, because I did not know. Number one, you're from New Orleans, but I can see
Hey,
it now. And number two,
baby.
number two, number two, this army thing. So let me ask you this: when you signed up for the army, did you ever think that you would actually go to war?
I did ROTC in high school for 3.5 years. So I mean, it was, you know, this was when everything was about to pop off, and, you know, 9/11 happened. I was in high school, but no, I never thought that I would be, you know, going to a place where I have to protect my country and myself. So I was doing it because I wanted to travel and I wanted to go to school.
Right.
And they were
It
like,
worked.
hey, by the way,
We got a
pack
little
your bag. What?
we got a little GI Bill over here that you can benefit from.
Listen, it's a don't do it to themselves. But I mean, for me, it was, I could have got out of it, but
Mhm.
I told my mom, you know, I made this decision, and as a man, I'm gonna, you know, just stick it out and see where it takes me. And I'm glad that I did. You know, met wonderful people, had some experience that clearly I can't, you know, come back from. But
Mhm.
um, I just prayed every day, and to
Yeah.
be in that environment, the sun is above your head, but you hear bombs and chemical threats and people trying to get on base by blowing themselves up. It just was like, where am I? But it became background noise, like white noise, because you're so used to it every single day. I'm like, do y'all ever get tired? Who is supplying the
Yeah.
bullets?
Yeah.
But for me, I just prayed to, you know, keep me sane, because it was a lot that was going on in that time.
Gotcha. Now you started talking about fatherhood, so I'm going here. So you talked
Mhm.
about the father of two, but
Yeah.
you're actually a father of four. And
Yes.
how has fatherhood changed? So let's talk about the four, the ages, and then how has fatherhood changed Ty?
Whew, okay, so biologically, I have two, and fiance at the time, he has two, and so therefore 15, 13, 7, and 4.
Mhm.
Uh, 3 boys, 1 girl. And
Right.
so I would say the first time I knew that I was going to be a father, it drastically, no, not so drastically, it changed my life for the better. I
Yeah.
feel, and I tell my legacy all the time, you guys, you saved my life, you know, slowing me down, make me focus more. It is a huge responsibility, but the payoff, the benefit, like, oh my God, I'm someone's father for the rest of my life, you
Yeah.
know, so I just can't do any dumb thing. Why? Because I have people looking up to me. So it definitely changed my mindset. I'm focused more, and it's a joy to know that, like, wow, I see many me's, you know, around. So it is a joy, and then it's a responsibility that I
Mhm.
thank God for trusting me, you know, with this privilege, because it is a level of responsibility, because you are accountable for these little ones. So
Mhm.
for me, I love them dearly. So yeah, it's a
now,
big job, but I'm here for it.
now, speaking of big and responsibility, with responsibility as a father,
Mhm.
what's been the biggest lesson on your fatherhood journey thus far?
Oh, for me, it has to be prayer. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, I'm a parent, I can just read a to do whatever book, Fatherhood for Dummies. It's every journey is different. Every, let's say, case scenario is different. You know what I'm
the little
saying?
yellow book manual.
That part. Okay, if you change the diaper, no, it's gonna be whoever. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's a different episode every day. But for me, the biggest lesson is I would have to definitely say prayer, because I didn't know. I know what not to do because of my own situation with my father. Don't come around. So it's like, okay, I will be invested. I will show them, love. I will have those conversations with them. I will make sure that I'm present and, go to games and recitals and stuff like that. So for me, I would pray, okay, God, I don't know everything, but I'm going to pray and ask the person who does to show me how to walk this out, effectively and get to a resolve. And man, it has been a blessing ever since. So definitely for me, the lesson will be prayer, because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. Brother, I love it. And look, I'm not being rude. I'm over writing. I'm always writing show notes. So
listen,
so we have another common thread with the single parent, with the single mom raising us. So I like how you said that, because I find myself saying the same thing about my dad. If and when the opportunity presents itself for me to be a father, my father has already taught me what not to do. Like I clearly know how to be a bad father. So thank you for that opportunity to show me of what not to do. So when I do get the opportunity to be a father, I already know, striking all the things off that you didn't do, I'm already going to be dad of the year, just off face value, because this
just showing up.
Yeah. Just showing up. No, I love, I was like, yo, yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's go here. I want to go back to the Army thing, and because there are so many stories of Army veterans and people that are enlisted in different branches of service, and with mental health being such a huge deal, have you ever had to deal with mental health challenges as a Black male? So I know the Army thing can provide PTSD, life can provide situations and things like that. But speaking personally, as Ty, have you ever had to deal with any of those challenges?
Not only deal, but dealing. Those experiences alone. The first time I was in Iraq was 13 months. The second time was 15 and a half. So being that, or having that much time, not only away from home, away from your family, away from your friends, but then to be in a combat area 24/7, you're leaving out of the gate not knowing if you're going to come back alive or in the body bag. Having conversations with somebody and then they receive bad news and they go to the porta potty and commit suicide. Is like, how do you process all of this every single day? So for me, it was very traumatic. And you have therapists, people that can kind of understand, where you've been and kind of help guide you on your new normalcy, because you will never be the same. A lot of people make that mistake. I want to be myself. You having been what you've been through, you will never be the same. So now it's like, how do I cope with what I just went through on my everyday life? So mental health is something that we definitely, especially as Black people, need to take more seriously, because we as a stigma, he crazy. Hold on. You don't know what this person has been through. One, two, that person didn't take the responsibility to say, hey, something may be wrong, and maybe not wrong, but something has happened. So let me go and get professional help, whether it's therapy, whether it's medication, whether it's time just to meditate and like, okay, God, it's not making all the sense to me, but let me have knowledge enough to know when something is triggering to not take it on that person, or like, well, let me recognize this is a trigger and let me fix that. So dealing with that, it's a journey, but at the end of the day, you can get to the other side.
And I love how you say it's a journey, meaning it's constantly, it's not something that you can just start and stop. You never can never start and stop, because you never know how something may affect you or how something else may trigger you. And it's crazy, because when I had Dr. Shahara on a couple of weeks ago, we were really digging deep into this thing about mental health, because people seem to perpetuate like, well, he didn't look like he was struggling. When was there ever a look for someone struggling with their mental health? Does it look like Do they have blue eyes? Do they have long blonde hair?
Back cloth and you in the corner. Yeah.
You never know. I mean, look at Chelsea Chris, like Chrisley, like that beautiful young lady, Miss USA, and
Had
she
everything.
had everything and was dealing with depression and things like that. So I really am thankful you said that part about it's a constant and consistent journey that you can't jump on the train here, then jump off, then jump back on again. There's a consistent journey to become your better self. Now, brother, you have so many titles. I only listed 4. I got father, I got entrepreneur, creative as well, change catalyst. You pretty much a mogul, but everyone has their definition of it. So what's your definition? What's your definition of mogul? This is what you're doing, man.
And well, glory to God, because it ain't me. I'll say that. I know that it's all him. I tell people all the time, bypass me and give him all the glory. But he allows me to do it. For some, 1 talent, for some 5, for some 10. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about what are you doing with God has allowed you to do. Yes, he's given me this, but I'm giving it back to him plentiful, or I multiplied it, or I'm, tilling it in the ground. So for me, mogul, wow, it is someone who has identified that I am creative, I am talented, and I'm blessed by God. 1, and then 2, to actually have the balls to go out and do what it is you are seeing and hear, that it becomes a manifest before your face. And so a lot, well, what did you do? I do a lot. I'm an actor, stage play, actor, director, producer, for television. Like this past year, I was a producer on a reality show. I'm going to be a producer, showrunner on a talk show here coming soon. And it's a lot, man. Like I'm just now getting into consultations where I had strung together many photo shoots, and I'm like, people say you can be helping. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it as a hobby, but not as but
multiple streams.
Listen, in Jesus' name, holla at your boy. But oh my God, I'm getting into Turo, where I'm launching actually tomorrow. My Turo site, and I'm getting into luxury Airbnbs here in Atlanta, Georgia. So contact me because it's about to get real. But so I mean, it's I won't say it is a joy. It is how can I say, very filling when you can write something down, but you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like it does something to me. Like, okay, God, this has happened, and my thing is, I'm grateful, but what's next? Like, hey, I'm good, but what? Because I get bored easily. And my thing is, okay, once I accomplish something, okay, ding ding, we got it, love. But a lot of people, what their issue is that they rest, in the how can I say? What's the word I use? Oh God, I just went blank. In the old, you know what I'm saying? What I did this 20 years ago. Okay, love, what are you doing today? That was good. We thumbs up. But okay, like actively today, right now, what are you doing to, make an effective change in your life so that you can sit back and say, you know what, God, I see you.
Yeah. That's it. What you doing right now? I don't care what you did with your little red Bible that got dust on it from 85. Listen, I need to know what
the residue. That's the word. People are sitting in the residue. Listen, the residue. Okay.
So since you got since you got all them titles and you talking about show running and producing and stuff, but when you add talent scout, just they need a fresh face. Don't forget about your brother over here.
I got you. And casting director too. Yeah, we'll do that.
So as you're doing all these things, brother, you are just excelling in so many multiple areas. But what advice would you give to your younger self now?
Ooh. Listen to you. Listen to yourself, because at the end of the day, you know what you know, and I'll make this make sense. You know what you know. Let's say God gives you the vision, right?
Yeah.
And when we as mere human beings tell another human being about what the Creator has told you about yourself, they may not can comprehend or contain or have the capacity.
Capacity. See, the devil don't want him to get this out. So look at that. Brother, where my brother go? There he go. See, the devil is busy. He's about to say something about capacity, and he didn't want you to get it out. But the word was.
I'm like, what happened?
The word was capacity. Go.
Okay, Jesus. Yeah. So to tell another human being, enemy, about what God has told you, they may not can receive and have nor have the capacity. Oh, that's like the word, the capacity to receive it or to see for yourself. Why? Because they has never been as high as God is about to take you, because they ain't never been. So they can only see your low or what you've been through. And I remember. Well, go ahead and remember, because I'm going over here. So with that being said, is for me, when you have a vision, right, God has given you that. So you have 2020, you have the bifocals in that, you can see that clearly. So other people may not understand it until it manifests. So
Uh-oh, brother. Wait a minute. Okay, there you go.
So it's okay if they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep moving. And I would tell myself, or my younger self, don't allow what others say control how you move forward. Because I had someone, or I allowed someone to stifle me, say, oh, you can only be one thing. You can be good at one thing, and that's it. You got too much going on, and da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I stifled or I cut off. Not saying that you're supposed to be full throttle and all, but at the end of the day, you still can be working on stuff behind the scenes, so that, let's say, when this door opens, boom, da 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 da, can come through as well. Not, well, now I guess it's time, let me hurry up. And no,
nope.
Do you listen to you, pray, and believe in yourself. Always bet on yourself, as Beyonce would say. Always bet on yourself, because at the end of the day, no one knows you better than you. And how can I say, I will deliver.
And that's one of the things that I feel this generation lacks in so many ways, is the ability and the capacity to bet on themselves. They're so afraid of taking risks. I work in a high school, and I'm working with seniors now who are getting ready to graduate. What school are you looking at? Well, I'm looking at this school here or that school there. Why do you want to stay close? Why don't you want to spread your wings and fly and go somewhere else? Get the hell out of DC is always my advice, because there's nothing here for you. You lived through all your life, and I want you to spread your wings, fly, be exposed to different experiences and things like that. And it's crazy because they don't have the capacity, because no one else has ever done it. So why can't you be that first change agent? Why can't you be that innovator to do something different, as opposed to your family members? Because these are kids that have the GPA, that can get the scholarship money, that are qualified to go wherever they want to go, but the fear is there, and they don't have the capacity or the ability to be able to just think outside the box. So I love how you said that. Now, I want to go here. Tell us about a time you wanted to quit, but the way your faith was set up, you just couldn't. So I want to, but the way my faith set up, I can't afford to.
Wow. I would have to say I had a show on YouTube. It's called The Certified Experience, and celebrity guests and red carpet interviews and all that was going well. Had opportunity to go to LA, and because I'm a father, right? I turned that down, because why? I have to be present for my kids, and just went through a moment where I was heavily in the courts, like battling with the other parent for custody, like it was a lot. So I was in Atlanta at the time, and then I dropped everything, fired everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. And I said, I have to go and be a father. So to quit, I actually thought I quit, but I just pressed pause. And I moved back to where they were, handled everything, got that together in court. And, was able to be a present parent for years, right? And so you say what, I guess, pushed me to come back, because God wouldn't let me let it go. I'm just going to work. I'm regular. We're just going to do a little 9 to 5 and we good. And it was almost like spiritual suicide. Like, okay, Ty, we need to come on. We need to. I'm like, why? I don't. Ain't nobody missing me. I'm good. I'm cool. But it was a period where I just felt that like I don't know, and I say this because this is the relationship me and God. I'm just average, I'm just here. I'm a daddy, and that's it. And God was like, I have plans for you. Though you thought you should have been da 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 here, but everything was necessary to have that has happened, right?
Mhm.
And I couldn't let it go. And it would be nights where I was just sitting in bed and just kind of weeping, like, okay, what the hell is wrong with me? And God was like, you're not in line. And so therefore, because you are mispositioned, you are missing out on what I have for you. And I said again, because I was not aligned, right? I was not in place to receive what he has for me. So a lot of people, God, you left me. No, I've been right here in the same spot. You
I ain't
left
moved.
me. So come on, bring it on back so that
Guy
we
on
can
the
get
corner
to where
like,
we
I've been
gotta
right
go.
here waiting on you.
Hello. And so for me, man, it was just it was the time I had to take a step back because you kind of see behind the curtain, people can be catty, behind the
Mhm.
scenes, and it's like this ain't God. I don't do that,
Right.
So because I'm real, I don't kiss behind, what I'm saying. I'll allow my work to speak for itself. So it could have been other shows I could have been on, but because I didn't kiss nobody's, and that's fine,
Yeah.
So just lessons learned. But what got me through was God not leaving me alone.
Mhm.
He said, "This is what you're going to do." Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to these celebrities that you have had a
Oh,
chance to work, and it's crazy because you have no idea what I have loaded up over here, but it's just flowing just
oh,
because we're just in
oh.
sync. Um, so um, so let's go here. Remind us of a time when you were working and you just met a famous person and they unexpectedly pulled back into you. So I'm working with you. I'm just here to work, and that's it. And they done totally messed you up because they done tapped in and poured back into you. Like I just came to work. That's all I came to do, and you done messed me all the way up by
Oh yeah.
pouring into me unexpectedly.
Wow. Oh, hold on. Let me get my church fan because
I
um
just came to work. That's it.
listen, I just came to their hands. But it has been a lot, right? But I would say the most one that would stand out to me. I don't know if you guys, which you should know, living single, Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, right?
Eric Alexander.
Yes. When I tell you, I was, and let me set it up. I
Set it up.
was
Set it up.
I was in Atlanta. I was not working, but I was a full-time student at the Art Institute of Atlanta. Shout out AI. And my teacher, Miss Mungo, she was like, "I see something in you." I was like, "Okay, I'm just coming to class." I'm like, "What you see? What you see?" Because I want to know. And she said, "Apply for this internship." And so I applied for it, and it was to BET Networks. And I got the internship, was working on a show called Let's Stay Together. It's final season. And long story short, I was working the show, I graduated, and then they signed me on as an employee. Like I
Oh
said, you're
wow.
gonna speak for itself. And
Right.
I was working for BT Network, and she did a couple episodes. And when I tell you, so gracious, so poised, but so funny, but so giving of the knowledge of if this is what you want to do, da da da. And she didn't sit with like the celebrities. She like, I'm gonna sit with the crew. Like she sat next to me, she sat next to Lino, and she just poured into us like, you guys can do it, da da da. And for me, it was like, oh my God, like you are like I used to literally watch you and be crying on the floor laughing. Like, you know, but so that moment for me, she poured into me, and I'll be forever grateful because it's like you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and gave me her number. It was like, if you need any advice, let me know. So like a pure angel, a pure sweetheart, and for me, my hats off to her. So
And I love when people are I'm here, but I'm still human. So
mm,
it's like, yeah, I'm the talent, but I want to hang with the crew. I want to go grab a sandwich with them. I want to go have a drink with those people. Like, it's not like when they're able to pour back, they remember where they started from.
Absolutely.
And you meet, and we have met people in our professions that haven't been as welcoming. People who we have dreamed of meeting, and when we met them, we were like, I could have had a V8 because they were just so rude. Or Red Bull. And after the experience, a Red Bull with vodka because they were so nasty. So you like, dang, like I don't not idolize you, but had such high expectations of me. You were very nasty to me. So I love how there are still real people out there that still have a humane side. That I'm here to work. I'm just here to do my job. And she done totally messed you up completely. Poured into you, got you together, gave you her number, said keep in contact, and just dropped that knowledge on you. And that just doesn't happen, you know. And those are the things that we value and benefit from for the rest of our lives because someone took the time to pour back.
Absolutely. That's that small moment went a long way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And it still went a long way.
Yes. And I would say, you know, my Toni Braxton, you know, everyone knows I love her. When I met her, I was so nervous, right? I was in line to meet her before she was to perform. And I was telling everybody, go ahead. Y'all go before me because I want all the time. And I was the last person. I gave her assistant my phone. I'm like, and I don't know what came over me, right? We were just supposed to take a picture and I was supposed to be out. But I said, I have to tell you something. And for me, this meant everything. Her security, like, okay, we got to go. She's like, he want to speak. And I'm like, tell him, Toni. And so I just got down on one knee. I'll post a video later. And I was telling her, don't retire. We love you, you know, And she said to me, thank you so much. And let me give you a hug. And that moment for me, I could have just, Lord, if you want to take me, I'm good.
On the beat.
Yeah.
No, those are experiences that God has strategically placed us in that we will never forget. And we're still able to glean encouragement and inspiration from those moments even years later, because those are just moments that if I ever am having a down moment, I can refer back like you just did. You had no idea I was going to ask that question, and like to see your face light up and have so much joy. Those are memories that we will never forget.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which leads me to this question, and this kind of sets up you and I. Okay. So the power of connecting with the right people and energies. So you and I met last fall at a conference, and we were supposed to be in the same track, but I was really working behind the scenes and didn't even get to experience the creative track. So I would pop in and out of the sessions.
Yeah.
But y'all were doing some great work, which I would have loved to have been a part of. But we immediately connected, exchanged numbers, started following each other, kept in contact, started supporting each other. And it's just something I feel like many people miss out on in life. So for you, can you just explain the power of connecting with the right people and energies?
Oh, it's everything. And I'll say everything because who wants to meet somebody and be negative and mean and, you know, hateful and for what? It's uncalled for and unnecessary, right? So when the right people come, you hold and you treasure that. Why? Because iron sharpens iron. And like I said, when we met, hey, you got a show, I got a show. I'm posting, you know, so I'm posting your stuff. So it's the synergy of it all. When great-minded, like-minded people that have something going for themselves, you know, come together, it's magical. So and I honor our connection. I honor you, brother. Like I said, so day one, it's been, you know, real stuff, and I cherish it. So the people that I connected with that, like you say, are good, that have good energy, that's the mindset, that's, you know, hey, what you doing? Well, I may have a connect over here. So it's like it's that black magic that that can take you to the next level. But like you said, you just gotta be in the right space, be in the right mindset, and connecting with the right people. It's everything, because we all need support, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy that people say, "Oh, your friends, your family, no, but a male stranger," and it's crazy how it happens, but you can't help who you meet, you know. So
and it's crazy because, like you just said, you know, we've been doing our thing for a while, but we're doing our thing for a while, but we get more support from total strangers than you would get from the thousands of friends you have on Instagram, or or a small portion of the 5,000 Facebook friends that Facebook will allow you to have. But you have a cousin who won't even like, comment, share, or subscribe to your weekly podcast that's actually airing right now with Sir Ty. But these are just different things that people. I just love how the most random stranger supports, and that makes it so much more meaningful to me, because I'm not doing this for people that I know. I'm doing this for people that I don't know, people that may need this information that Sir Ty is sharing tonight, or that may need something that is being shared on any platform. So no, I love how we were able to connect. I love how we were able to stay in touch. Love how we were able to genuinely support each other. Love how you invited me on, and there was no second guess. Like, Ty invited me, of course I'm gonna do it. Like, that's my boy. Like, why would I not? Why would we not allow our iron to sharpen each other? So thank you for that, man. And that energy and connection piece is huge. That's why I feel like many people mess up. It's not about what you can get from somebody. How can I help somebody? If I can help somebody along the way, that's the old church song that my grandma used to sing. I don't know all the words. If I could sing a song, or my living not in vain is how the song ends. I remember that part.
Yeah. Clark Sisters. Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the things that my brother is doing before we get out of here. So this Black Business Spotlight. Listen, I was fortunate enough to be a guest on Sir Ty's show last week called the Black Business Spotlight.
Go check it out.
Tell us how this thing started, man. It was an amazing experience, man. But how did you even start this thing?
Thank you so much for coming on. Black Business Spotlight, BBS, started, you asked about the pandemic. It was birthed during that, because I just wanted that, and I speak about the synergy, how the Jews buy from the Jews, the Chinese support the Chinese, every other race can get along but us, right? And so during the pandemic, I was like, wouldn't it make sense if we could come together for once and support each other? So I just wanted a platform. A lot of people, you ain't gotta pay to come on. It's free publicity. It's like, I want you, if you're an entrepreneur, to like showcase your stuff, your talent, because who knows, you may be a barber, you may be a stylist, you may be a photographer, you may be an actor, you might somebody watching the show like, okay, I was watching certain time let me connect with you, right? So I wanted to create that platform where you can come on, talk about your business, talk about being the wonderful Black boss that you are. And pretty much it was supposed to be only for one season. I'm like, that's all I got in me now, because my schedule be crazy.
Oh my God.
Black by popular demand, season 2 birth, and then it's like people season 3, like, okay, we'll do it, beloved. This is it. Well, Michael said, well, not how he said it, but this is it. I'm still be here. But yeah, and it's been a blessing. I've met so many wonderful people. I love a person's story. I love a journey. Yeah, we see where you are, but what did it take for you to get here? How did you maneuver through, XYZ to get you to this next platform in life? So that's pretty much what it's about. I'm honored, but again, I normally do 10 episodes for this one, season 3. We're doing 12 to close it on that. And so Black Business Spotlight every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
and this is the farewell season.
Very good. Bye. And the only reason why I say that, it's not just totally dismantling. It like I said, it was a hashtag. Other people have done Black Business Spotlight, so I didn't really take it like, oh my, this gonna. So, I just wanted to highlight, people in the industry and Black business, so that we can shine some light and support. So that was the goal.
Cool. Now, you're also doing the Freshman LLC. So let's talk about that. What is the Freshman LLC?
Okay, Freshman was birthed years ago, right? I wanted to do a guinea pig pretty much project where I brought men of the alternate lifestyle together, gay Black men, because for whatever reason, when it's gay pride, it's a fight, it's cattiness, bottles busting, like why? We can be gay and come together and have, let's say, effective communication, brotherhood, and then also, tools to help us in this journey. So
Mhm.
it was birthed, like I said, years ago, and it's a 3 night retreat. Friday night is pajama jam, meet and greet. Saturday is closed session, no cell phone, no recording device. We talk about, people abandoning you, family turning their backs, molestation. Like, it wasn't a dry eye in the room, right? And it's
Wow.
catered to, like, wow, I'm not by myself, or that happened to you, or let me tell you how I got to the other side, or of pain or of violence, right? So that's that. Then the next activity is we do like team building, people that you
Mhm.
don't know that you kind of build something with. Later that night is pillow talk, where you get a little spicy. And then Sunday, it is for freshmen's brunch, where we come together, we sit, we talk, and then we say, how can we make it better? And this year, I wanted to do it in April, but we're all going on, so we're gonna push it back probably to the fall, so that we can kind of see what this Rona gonna do,
Mhm.
and
Right.
because it's gonna happen this year, because it's been put off, and it's like, love, I want to. It's happening this
Right.
year. So
So, so how many years have you done it thus far?
two in the can.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and how has it grown from a concept like how many people did the first year, then the second year, how many people jumped on?
The first year was kind of handpicked. The second year, it grew, and we had like grab bags and like T-shirts. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
got a brand. So it is, and then everyone was asking, and then the pandemic, because we was gonna do it. We are gonna rent this mansion in Atlanta, have like with celebrities get on the little bus, the Mercedes,
Yeah.
the Sprinter, and
Right.
really do it big, because I want to see us celebrate it, right? And COVID just, yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
so
just messed
this,
it
this
all the way up.
it is going to happen in the name of Jesus. So
It's
it's
gotta happen.
my passion project, and just and then also on that Saturday and Sunday, we have keynote speakers that'll come talk about finance, talk about business, talk about relationships, talk about yeah, being this, right, but you are
Yeah.
also so much more, and just kind of feeling them to say, what, I was loved on this weekend, and you can make it, and it's a brotherhood.
And it's crazy how you just hit that concept because you felt like somebody's gonna need this, and how it just really has helped so many people and form an even deeper bond and relationship amongst the people who attended. So yeah, they waiting for they ready. COVID didn't came, and we
Oh,
still going through, but they're like, this thing it's gotta happen.
listen, I get inbox DM when I said, but hold on, I want to make sure it's right, because I don't. The biggest thing for me when I had to come on, because we were like taking registrations, and it was like I had to,
Mhm.
like, okay guys, I have to make a video. COVID is hit, so I didn't want to do that again. But what it says, scared money don't make money, so you gotta
Right,
go ahead and put it
got
out
to.
there. Trust God, and who gonna be there? Who gonna be there? How about that?
Right, that's
So,
it.
yeah.
So you got those two, but it's still one more I want to talk about. Uh, Forever Fathers. Let's talk about that one, because this one is something I'm just like this. This the one. this is this is the one. So let's talk about Forever Fathers. How
God.
this started, the impact and momentum that it has gained, and just how you would never imagine this thing would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I was scared. This guy gave me this in 2011, right? And
Hmm.
I was like, this is bigger than me. Down the line, I'll do it, but not today. So I kept putting it off, kept putting it off, kept putting it off. And my PR guy, he was like, I'm gonna make a logo for you, because once you see it, I'm like, oh, you can make it, but I mean, it still won't be. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let me see. And it was birthed because I was actively going through, man, like
Hmm.
child support, child, make no mistake, well taken care of, supporting two households. So it wasn't that, it was just like, don't be greedy, because I do a lot. So just fighting the court systems back and forth, and making a staple, like, if you are not, let's say, in the home or directly connected with the other parent, you are still their father. I don't care if you are a clown, you gay, you alcoholic, you're a crackhead, you will forever be that child's father. So that's what the name came from. I'm forever their father, point blank, period. Right. And so it was birth, man. I wanted to celebrate Black fathers, not to say, oh, you done a good job. That's what we're supposed to do anyway, but because every other race gets celebrated but us. So I contacted, a few fathers, and I'm like, hey, let me just put your picture up, and it just kind of took off, man. And working on some things. Yeah.
I
For
love
Father's
it.
Day. So yeah, it's never a dull moment.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But it's a near and dear passion project of mine that I'm honored to be a part of. Like I said earlier, I'm forever someone's father for the rest of my life. So I want to salute as many Black dads, all dads, yes, but especially Black
The
dads
ones that look like me.
doing what it is that society said that we're not. We are present, we are here, and we do take care of ours. Now check that. Who gonna check them? Nobody.
So, last question before we get out of here. Listen. I just gotta, because somebody may be watching, and may want to slide over. So, what's your current relationship status, and why do you think people have challenges with relationships?
Well,
I'm trying to set you. I'm trying to hook. Look, if a connection come out of this thing, brother, why not?
I don't want it. I don't want it. What you doing? What's your healing? I'm healing. But to be honest,
and that's a good answer.
I am healing. I'll say that's my relationship. I'm healing that. But my advice, pray. First of all, pray to make sure it is, who you're getting with. Pray when you get in it so that you can deal with what they bring, your stuff, they stuff, the baggage. Pray when you do have those, let's say, bad times, down times. Pray and rejoice when it is good and things are going well and you can celebrate. Relationships are hard work, but if you want a great one, it's going to be, it's going to be a challenge because you're combating and fighting against so much that are coming against you guys. So I would definitely say, yeah, you're going to have to utilize the Lord on this. And have fun. That's the most important thing. A person's supposed to come into your life and add to, not take away, but have fun, enjoy. And like I said, I'm good on it. I am healing. Amen. We can be associates.
Amen. So okay, look, that's his final answer. Period.
And
so before we get out of here, I want to play my favorite game on the show with you. So this is the Sir Ty edition of Top 5. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and you just tell me which one you prefer. Okay.
Okay.
So it is real. I have fun with it. So the first one, do you prefer the pool or do you prefer to go to the beach?
The beach.
Yeah. The beach.
Hands
down the beach. I want my fingers wrinkled up. Let's go here.
And see somebody. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Seafood or soul food? Which one do you prefer? Seafood. Mm-hmm. Okay. A good book or a movie?
Oh, I would say a movie.
Movie?
Yeah.
What kind? Scary, drama, comedy?
It depends on the night, but drama / make me laugh, comedy. So.
Okay. Okay. Next one. I know we talked about healing, but do you prefer to be single or in a relationship? Which one do you prefer?
Jesus. He's trying to get me caught up. But I would definitely say I get more accomplished solo. Single.
Gotcha. And then my last one, do you prefer a big family or a small family?
I mean, I love family, so I would say big
family. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, that's a nice addition to the Top 5 with Sir Ty. But before we get out of here, brother, what's next for you and how can the people keep up with you?
Well, Instagram, I'm on Sir Ty Online, Facebook, Ty Gowdy. My website is sirtyonline.com. And what's next? Ooh, a lot of things. Producing coming up. I'm working on my own show. I have the tour, the Airbnbs, and then later this year, I'm launching my first podcast. So I'm very excited about. That's like my little baby. So I'm very very excited.
And we are ready for it. We are ready for it because I'm sure it's gonna be amazing, brother. Just like you, man. So, listen, guys, this has been this week's edition of Dialogues with Doc. I have had the amazing Ty Gowdy joining me on tonight. This is my brother. This is my friend. Brother, you are more than welcome to come back anytime. I can't wait for you to come back and talk about the podcast and everything else that's going on. Turo is a winner. Sometimes when I go out of town, I be putting my car on Turo, to be honest.
Hello.
So it can make money while I'm not here. So Turo is a winner. Airbnb, I'm excited for you. So I have another place I can stay when I come. I just got to rent it out. So yeah, I love it. Yeah. My brother, keep in contact with him, follow him, whatever he's doing, guys. Please support him. This has been this week's edition of Dialogues with Doc. Am I doing this? I'm gonna do something next week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My birthday is next week. I want to do a show. I haven't decided how I want to do it. So
press pause.
Next Wednesday, I'm doing something. I don't know what, but I will let everybody know.
Pause.
Press pause, brother.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And go enjoy. Okay. Your birthday is your personal national holiday. So it's you off for the day.
Yeah. But my birthday is next Saturday. So
okay. Up until then.
Okay.
Whatever you decide, though.
My brother said take out. So I'm gonna let y'all know something. I just don't know what. But look for something next week. For Dialogues with Doc, I'll be back in the seat next week or the week after. Excited to do another amazing show with you guys. My amazing guest is joining me tonight, brother. I love you. Thank you so much.
You too,
I'm gonna close this show out, and man, have a good rest of your evening.
You too. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, love you, man.
Love you too.